I got my PhD at the University of Rome, here, under the supervision of Professor Pozzoli, and working mainly on microRNAs and hematopoietic differentiation. Then I moved to New York, to the lab of Dr. at the Rockefeller University for a postdoc, and there I learned how to work with human embryonic stem cells and iPSC. Curiosity. I think it's a wonderful system both for basic science, because with the human embryonic or general pluripotent stem cells, what you can do, you can model early development, and this is one of the few systems in which you can learn something new with respect to animal models, I think. And also for, of course, regenerative medicine or disease modeling, it's a great way to pursue these goals. Yes, so not under my direction, but before I became the director, this center derived some human embryonic stem cell lines, and when Obama became the president and the ban was abolished, these human embryonic stem cell lines were among the first to be funded with the federal funding. So this is one of the, I think, major achievement of that derivation core. And then after it was funded to serve the needs of Rockefeller University, Weill Cornell, Memorial Sloan Kettering. So it's a big cluster of research centers that benefit from this derivation core. Yes, what we do here is disease modeling with iPS cells for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. That is a neurodegenerative disease affecting motor neuron survival. And the molecular basis of this disease are unknown. So what we did was to derive some iPS lines with a genetic background similar to that of the patients, either by direct reprogramming or by gene editing. And this is our starting model system. What we do downstream of this is to differentiate these cells into disease-relevant cell types, such as, of course, motor neurons, but also muscle, skeletal muscle cells. Yes, what we have done was at the beginning to use some published differentiation protocols for motor neuron differentiation. And what we found is that these protocols were fine, but were a little bit slow. So it took about 1 month, 45 days to get motor neurons, and the efficiency of motor neuron differentiation was not so high in our hands. This is kind of normal, because when you try to use straight away a protocol derived in other labs, in your lab, it needs some adaptation. Downstream of this, we got from the Kevin and Gunn lab a different protocol, an accelerated protocol for motor neuron differentiation, and it worked much more for our needs. The point is that they started with a different pluripotency maintenance medium, and we had the NutriStem in our hands. So it needed a little bit of adaptation in the first part, but then after that it was super efficient. I started with this medium in New York at the Rockefeller University, because it was recommended by a colleague that found this. It was at the beginning of the era of this serum-free, feeder-free, xeno-free media for embryonic stem cells and iPS cells, for pluripotent stem cells maintenance. And I tried this at New York, and then when I came back to Rome, I decided to start with NutriStem straight away. What we see is a different morphology of the cells. So the colonies of pluripotent stem cells acquire a different morphology. They are more flat in NutriStem compared to other media, and also the proliferation rate is a little bit different. That's why you need to adapt your differentiation protocols when you change the maintenance medium, because the initial confluence of the cells is very crucial. So you need to adapt the time in which the cells still proliferate before starting differentiation every time that you change the maintenance medium. Yes, so what you need to take into consideration is the fact that the cells have to maintain a normal morphology, meaning that when you work with this feeder-free media in feeder-free conditions, so without MFs, the borders of the colonies must be very sharp, and also in the middle of the colonies the cells should not differentiate. And another important point is when passaging your cells, the survival of the cells after passaging and also after freezing and thawing must be good. So in many cases you see a lot of cell death in your dishes, and it's not good, of course, for your experiments. When you thaw the cells, you can use ROCK inhibitor to increase, in combination, of course, with NutriStem or other media. And the other point is to use a medium that is always fresh. If it stays in the fridge, let's say after thawing the medium, if it stays more than 10 days, 2 weeks, it starts to be a little bit old, and the cells will suffer in these conditions. We use it for maintenance of the cells before differentiation. Mm-hmm. We don't use NutriStem for differentiating the cells. When we start differentiation, we change the medium and we add cytokines and other factors that push differentiation. But for routine maintenance of the cells, it's a good option. I think it gives consistent results over the years. It's now 6 or 7 years that we routinely use the NutriStem in our lab, and we never had the need to change this culture medium. And I think also it's cost effective, so it's cheaper with respect to other options that are on the market right now. It's crucial. So the cells at the beginning of differentiation, the cells must be healthy. If you have a lot of cell death in your cultures, differentiation will start with the wrong foot, And also, as I said, the confluence of the cells is very important. So they need to be at the given confluency, and it can change very, in an important way, the way they differentiate the initial confluence of the cells. Yes, I would recommend it, and I should say that also, given our experience, when you start in a new lab with new cell lines, either iPS or human embryonic stem cells, it's necessary at the beginning to adapt the culture conditions, even with the same medium. This is important. This is an important preliminary work that you need to do before starting your experiments, your differentiation experiments. So I would recommend the NutriStem, but be careful to adapt culture conditions before switching. Mm-hmm. Yes, what I would like to do as a long-term goal in our work is to do some co-culture experiments culturing together iPSC-derived muscle cells, motor neurons, and also glial cells, possibly. And this is an important point for disease modeling, because when we do disease modeling with only one cell type in the dish, the point is that you are not exactly reproducing the tissue that is affected by the disease. So more reliable probably result would come from this sort of co-culturing experiments and also organoids. And this is for sure the future for disease modeling. The organoids derived from pluripotent stem cells, so probably we will try this in the future. Yes, probably I will try to differentiate my cells into glial cells, astrocytes, and other kind of non-motor neuron cells that have been implicated in ALS in some way, in a non-cell autonomous manner. There are important works that point to glia as an important component in the disease, affecting motor neuron survival. So this is probably something we will try in the future. My background is in RNA biology in general. So what we are pursuing is a model in which proteins that are mutated in ALS patients may affect the metabolism of RNA. And this has been demonstrated in most cases, and what we are pursuing now is a project in which we are trying to define the microRNAs that are affected by these mutations. And there are many points of evidence that tell us that microRNAs may be important for the disease. Organoids, because it will be a more faithful model for the organ, is it? So we are switching from culturing in 2 dimensions to culturing our cells in 3 dimensions, and it is now widely accepted that the answers that you have from a 3D cell culturing system are different from the 2D cell culturing system, and I believe, as many of my colleagues, that the 3D culturing system is more similar to the real situation in the body. Well, reproducibility, I think, because it's not my direct experience, but what I can see from published papers and speaking with colleagues. You need to have systems that you can reproduce in 3 dimensions, and this is not always feasible. And I think that combining techniques like bioprinting with stem cells will give us the opportunity to get organoids that are more reproducible in culture.